Caitlin Morris, and I'm interviewing One-Eyed Doll today.
Yes.
Wow. Check it.
Press pass.
This is Kimberly Freeman and
Hi.
Jason
Sewell. Yes. That was a jewel.
She is the
And swimming pool.
she is the singer for One-Eyed Doll, and the bassist and guitarist.
Pretty much. She plays a really basic guitar.
Technically, actually, Jason's our bassist in the studio.
Yeah, in recordings.
He plays the bass.
Cool.
Yeah.
How did you guys come up with the name One-Eyed Doll?
We just threw darts at a dartboard, and no, it actually doesn't.
One of them bounced off and hit her back in the eye. So she's actually blind in one of the eyes.
Yeah, but now I have extra senses, like I can levitate only certain things, like eyeballs. I can only levitate eyeballs.
Right. Luckily, everyone has eyeballs in their head, so she can pick people up by their eyeball and
Yeah.
drop them off a cliff instead.
Yeah, so losing my eye was actually a really great thing to happen to me.
It made
I can
her
also
other senses that much stronger.
I can fly now. As you can see, I have wings.
Yeah.
And so the Count and I have a lot more fun now.
Yeah, the Count.
We've been together for a really long time, but it was just kind of like he'd
Count.
fly around alone because he's got his cape, but I didn't have a cape or anything, so I couldn't fly. So now we can be that much closer because I can fly because I lost my eyeball. And then I can also read minds. So, well, try me. Okay, Jason. Think of something right now. You're thinking, why is Jeff wearing those shorts? They're way too big for him.
Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I got distracted because I was actually trying to think of eggplant parmesan. But then when I saw the shorts, I was like, why is he wearing those shorts? They're so huge.
And you know why?
Oh my God.
Why he's wearing those shorts? They're like a size 13 or actually boy sizes. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like actually 38. 13.
Yeah, if Jeff is a size 3 and those shorts are like a size 75, but it's because we found them on the bus and we have no idea where they came
Random
from.
clothes. We always find random clothes on the bus.
Some random men's shorts. Don't ask.
Yeah, no. End of interview.
Yeah, we don't talk about it. Anyway, okay, let's do it again. I love Kimberly's new hat.
What? Are you kidding me? How did you know?
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it was. So anyway, she's telepathic.
Yeah. But I can only do it twice a day, so that was the 2, so I can't pull it out again. But, thanks to the dartboard accident, I've just really grown a lot as a person. I don't have to buy airplane tickets anymore, save a lot of money that way and travel.
What was the first concert you guys went to, and did it have an impact on your music?
Actually, this is the best question for you to just answer.
Well, wait,
Yours is way cool.
But did we go? We went to
Together?
Opeth together, right?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, technically, the first concert that both of us were at was my show, where
Right.
you discovered me.
But I'm trying to think of the first other band's show that you and I went to together.
Yeah, his buddy was the drum tech for Opeth,
Mm-hmm.
so we went and saw them one time in San Antonio.
In Scout Bar. Yeah.
Scout Bar. Oh, I love that place. I miss it.
I used to play there too.
Yeah.
But so that's the first show. Yeah, Opeth. They're from Sweden. Really
Nice.
sweet band. My first concert of all time for me was Pink Floyd. It was a really awesome concert. It was really cool.
I mean, how do you
compare with that?
Yeah, how do you can't go up from that?
And then the second concert I went to was Aerosmith, and it wasn't even. I was like, what? This is crap. Where's the lasers? So now we have lasers at our show because I had to live up to that. So, like Pink Floyd level lasers. But we did have a mirror ball in Wichita.
we can hold the Earth hostage with them if necessary.
Right. These lasers are.
We could blow up the moon.
They are at the. There's a mixing board in our light guy. You know, there's like a red line where it's like lasers resonate with the frequency of the Earth, and if you put some right there, it's over for everyone.
Everybody's head explodes. In the
Yeah,
whole
so it's really important
world.
that he doesn't ever actually put everything like the faders.
And that's why
And
it's
sometimes
also
he gets there,
it's
it really
important
gets.
that the audience participates when I want them to and
Right.
applauds appropriately.
Yeah, if they don't applaud, then
Otherwise, Mike gets mad and he'll push it to the red, and we do not want that.
Yeah.
You don't want it to go red.
No, you don't want that.
No.
Sometimes he gets close and there's this tingling sensation.
That's why we're here inhabiting the Earth, because the last place.
You're not supposed to.
It's just so easy to talk to you. You're a really great interviewer.
Well, thank you.
Your face is showing. Your face.
Ah!
It's showing.
What band artist inspired you guys to make music?
I like Pink Floyd and Duran Duran. And my first favorite band was the Beach Boys when I was like 3 years old.
Beach Boys are awesome.
Yeah, I really liked the Beach Boys. And I really liked Simon and Garfunkel and Crosby, Stills, Nash. Bands with lots of singing harmonies and stuff. So whenever we record in the studio, we always make lots of vocal harmonies, big old huge vocal harmonies on our records.
Do you guys ever dream of playing a huge ass music festival? And if so,
We did
which
play one. We played one a couple weeks ago. It was really crazy. It was like
Play some
20.
festivals now.
Yeah, it was like 25,000 people there. It was,
Definitely like to do more of that.
yeah.
You guys need to be on a Warped Tour.
Thank you. Tell
Yeah.
everyone you know.
We have been talking to the Warped Tour people actually
Oh, yay!
recently about doing next year's Warped Tour. So fingers crossed that might happen.
Hopefully it comes to Vegas.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
I don't see why it wouldn't.
It didn't come to Vegas last year, actually.
They're
That's
lost.
insane.
Right? I'm going this year, though, thankfully.
That's
Yep. Did you guys play music or sing when you were in school?
Not really. I didn't get like music lessons and all that, and I went to a little teeny tiny Christian school that was literally two single wide trailers parked next to a church. That was my high school, and all there was choir.
Yeah.
So I was in the choir, but I was never like a soloist or anything. I was never really a feature. I just kind of would blend in with everybody else. But I think it probably had a lot of influence on me because I love harmonies and I love blending in the studio. And
I've been in choir all my life, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And some of the old like Latin religious music is awesome and super super dark. And I always loved the like.
sing a C sharp.
Oh my gosh! Are you
Go.
kidding me?
I'm not doing it on camera.
Do it.
A C sharp.
Well, yeah. Here's that. Here's that.
I was gonna sing anything else. There's like a drone happening. Just trying to be.
It was a D. I was a little sharp before, but that's C sharp
See?
now.
The trick is that if you know what this note is that's happening, like if you had tested that earlier.
No, this is a C sharp. Must have been on my mind.
It's just relative, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
So if you know that that's a C, and then you can just go like up a little bit from that, you'll be at a C sharp. But I don't try to do that. I don't know.
Anyway.
A C sharp.
Yeah. You could sing it
I
that
could
way,
sing
too.
a C sharp all day long. A C sharp.
you guys plan on doing any music covers soon?
Yeah, that's a good question. We've been playing Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd on this tour.
But not tonight.
We're not going to do it tonight because they gave us too short of a set.
Damn. They booked 7 bands, so we have an hour, which we kind of.
Do you like that song?
Fight for.
I don't think I've heard it before.
You have.
Dude.
It's on the radio all the time. But,
Really?
And not many people know this, but we actually recorded it too in the studio. So
Nice.
you are the first to know.
exclusive information.
That's right.
We also recently released a cover of Enjoy the Silence by Depeche Mode that we did with I Said to Kill.
And
we also
the people who bought tickets to this tour from our website have been sent a secret release, Army of Me by Bjork.
Yeah, covered Army of Me by Bjork.
It's because last one tour ago in the spring, we went out with I Said to Kill, and it was co-headlining. It was really fun, but we decided to collaborate and do a song together. So, and we really hadn't thought a lot of doing covers, but we both bands kind of came up with lists and compared and contrasted and cut them down, and we ended up doing the Depeche Mode song, Enjoy the Silence, which is a great song, but that was one of their picks. But I had these other ones in my head that I had already started thinking about how we could do them, and so we just did them anyway, just the two of us. So we did Army of Me and Comfortably Numb, which now you know. And there might be some more.
And we did the Depeche Mode song.
Yeah.
This year we got on a kind of a covers thing, so it's funny you asked that.
Yeah, just kind of. That got us sort of thinking about it, like,
if we're gonna do a
now I
couple,
wanna
we
do
might as well
it.
do whatever ones we want.
right, yeah. It's fun.
So like my mom said, you have an amazing voice for Janis Joplin. Do you guys ever want to cover any of her songs?
Thanks, Mom. Well, maybe Mom has a favorite Janis Joplin song.
What's your favorite Janis Joplin song?
Ball and Chain.
Ball and Chain.
Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz?
Okay, but Jason's gonna sing it.
No, I only know that one and
That's a good one.
me and Bobby McGee is the only Janis Joplin song.
I think
Take
she'd be
another-
happy with all of them, honestly.
Another little piece of my heart now, baby.
You know you got it! Shoot, if it makes you feel good!
Shoot.
If you guys could travel anywhere in the world just to visit, where would it be?
Mars.
In the world.
The
This
world?
world.
Which world? Oh.
This world, not the
this
old world.
Oh, not the old world.
No, remember when I was supposed
But
to
the
talk
food
about
is so
that?
good. Okay.
anymore?
Bermuda Triangle. You know the spot. That's the place we have. It's the only place where they don't catch us when we eat our preferred food. You know the kind I'm talking about. That like to wear tie-dye.
Macaroni and cheese?
Yeah, macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, okay. See, I can't read his mind right now because I already did it twice.
The limit. Yeah, she knew though that my favorite was macaroni and cheese.
Random question, because it's where I work. Do you guys like Starbucks?
I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, it's kind of God, it's kind of bitter.
It's not the
If I'm-
coffee that I prefer. It's if I go to Starbucks, I'll usually get like an iced tea or something. There's always some
Their
nice.
iced tea is my favorite. I'm not a really big coffee drinker either.
Yeah,
so.
there's some
So-
nice iced teas. There's actually, I got one time that had white coffee in it, which I like. I have some white coffee right now in here. Have you ever seen white coffee, viewers? Here, I'll show you. This is what I like. So coffee is a a bean that is green, and it is roasted into charcoal for, consumption. But you can find coffee that has just been very, very lightly roasted to where it just dries it out so that it can be packaged. And it looks like this. And when you brew it, it tastes like you can taste the essence of the coffee if you took out the charcoal flavor that's in coffee. You can taste that, and it's more like a tea. You want to smell it? It's really nice. It's almost if you've ever had Korean tea, it's really awesome. I'm gonna give it corn maybe, but that's what it reminds me of a little bit. It's Korean corn tea, and it's really yummy. And you can get it at Dutch Bros. I don't know if you have Dutch Bros.
Yes, Dutch Brothers.
They'll serve white
Yeah, I
coffee.
like Dutch Brothers. So,
I'm more of a Dutch Bros girl myself. If we're going for
They
major
have
chains,
they have lots of stuff at
It started
Dutch
up in
Brothers.
Oregon, and I'm an Oregon girl. I lived in Oregon most of my life.
so the Starbucks thing. I do if I'm gonna get a mocha, I'm gonna get it with 3 pumps instead of 5. So I
Yeah.
get a venti mocha with 3 pumps.
Their mocha's too sweet.
Yeah, it's too sweet, right? It's like, man, come on. Who drinks that crap?
Can you believe that's probably what the average customer actually wants?
I
That's why
know.
they made it that way.
Yeah,
Can you
it's
believe
like
that
that
many
sweet.
people want it that sweet?
So I can go to Starbucks now because I've got a thing.
Because you can ask them how to make it. And
So that's cool that they'll do that.
Yeah.
I just like the coffee. I don't really like
Yeah.
the taste of very much.
The only one I like is the blonde roast, and I'll go in there and
I'm not big on the blonde roast either.
It's not great. But
I always
like
go
it
for
better.
the lightest roast possible.
Yeah,
as you can
same.
see. But
Yeah,
I don't. It's really just acidic.
Bitter.
I don't know.
it's bitter, but it's funny because they'll always be like, "Well, we're out, but I can make it for you." But it's gonna
Yeah, we always stop
it's
our
gonna-
blonde roast at 10 a.m.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be fresh, and I'm like, "Yeah,
That
I'll take a
sounds
fresh one."
great.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, score.
Yeah.
Bonus.
Right?
So you work at Starbucks?
I do.
High five. Because while Kimberly and I are not really that big on the coffee at Starbucks, we really like Starbucks employees. In fact, we have one, which is our lunch snark, who's
Yeah, we've had 2 Starbucks employees on
Yeah.
staff in the past, and they've been really good about letting Melinda go on tour with us. She's gone for a couple months at a time, pretty often. But she's a really solid employee, so they're just like, yes, whatever you want to do, just please come back.
I actually just started a month ago, actually. I've been trying to get the job for a year, and we actually recently just got a new manager. So
Right on. Yeah, as a business, it's cool. I read somewhere that they've started helping pay tuition for
Yeah.
people who work there.
they
so
have lots of amazing benefits.
That's cool. I
That is pretty cool.
myself would rather go to a mom and pop than a national chain any day. I always look for the mom and pop first.
We have a lot of mom and pop coffee shops in Vegas.
Yeah. So I
there's
want to
one-
support the local community.
is it called the
when I can.
Beat?
But I appreciate Starbucks for
I
what
don't
it
know. I
is.
haven't heard of that place.
The coffee bean?
The coffee bean?
I thought it was called Beat.
That's a chain.
They play records. It's called Beat Coffee or something like that.
Different
Oh,
place.
Beat Coffee. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard
Beat,
of that.
Beat Coffee. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like a record
Yeah.
store.
Yeah.
That place is awesome. I love that place. That's where we try to go for in Vegas.
Nice.
There's an art gallery. In there
Yeah,
too,
there's an art
so I
gallery, and
went to the art
they have
gallery.
really good food and stuff.
Place was cool.
Favorite food and candy?
I'll go sushi for
Heck
sure.
yeah.
I love sushi. That's my favorite. Candy. Oh snap! I mean, I really like dark chocolate with caramel in it. You know, like those salted caramel stuff. That's got to be my favorite, I guess. Just caramel in the middle, like a salted dark chocolate on the outside.
I love sushi too.
That's why we get along.
I really love rice. I love rice. I have a pot of rice right now That's what I make on tour to eat is rice. Everybody gets
Can't go wrong with just
rice.
some white rice.
And some steamed veggies, you know, throw some little carrots on top and it's like.
Can you make like
piece of
that black rice in there?
Yeah,
Yeah, we should try that sometime.
yeah,
I like the black rice.
totally. Yeah. Usually what people do with that is that they'll throw it in with some either brown or white rice and it turns it all purple.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah, it's
That
good.
sounds interesting.
Yeah. It's, I lived in China for a while. And that's
Is that how you know Japanese?
I don't
Or
know Japanese.
Is it Chinese?
At all. I know some Chinese. It's rusty because it's been over 10 years.
Yeah.
She says that, but then a Chinese person starts talking to her and they're all so I'm pretty sure she's not that rusty.
But all we're actually saying is and he's like, wow, look at him go. I can't understand
They're
that.
just saying so much stuff I don't have any clue what they're saying.
Right, yeah. I can use it if I need to, but it's not like I've used it on a daily basis and I don't think in Chinese anymore, you know. So
Is it true you guys produce your own music videos?
No, we have done a few. We've done a few, but
I love my little Nudie Bar,
Envy.
Airplane Man, big production on that one.
Right.
Like half of them we've produced
Yeah.
ourselves. Yeah.
But we also work with a really cool video director named Patrick Kendall. He has also made videos for Megadeth and Incubus and stuff like that.
Yeah,
On Theory
he's
of
a
the Dead Man.
great guy. We've become awesome friends over the years doing this art stuff together.
Yeah. So our biggest, most popular videos like Afflicted, Be My Friend, Committed, You're a Vampire. He has directed those videos.
Nice.
Yeah, the ones that are good.
Yeah. I mean, I think probably
All of your
I think
music
Nudie Bar
videos
is
are
probably
good.
my favorite. When I dog it. And she made that one on a toilet
That was
seat.
my first music video.
Yeah.
I did it. Yeah, it's all in a toilet seat.
And I thought Envy turned out really well.
It
We made that
did.
one just the two of
It was
us.
on an iPhone.
Yeah, we did that on our iPhones.
One of the early iPhones.
Yeah, and we just did it around the studio, you know, and she recorded me on the drum with like
Made a
videotape.
bonfire.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that music video actually.
Yeah, you should watch
It's got
Envy.
some stop motion stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Last question. If you weren't in a band, what would you guys be doing right now?
I think that I would probably be doing some sort of crafting, selling art kind of stuff, like traveling around with
Yeah.
handmade stuff and art. That's, you know, I did a little bit of that before I had the band. And I was always a little bit of a nomad, and I would make my own stuff and sell it and try to get by that way. Because I was never really good at working for other people, so I always kind of found ways to be an entrepreneur. I did housekeeping to get by, you know, all sorts of weird labor stuff. I worked in a factory. I did a lot of waitressing, but I always did the best just making things and selling them. You know, coming up with cool new stuff. And so.
I think like if I couldn't do anything music related at all, because I'd probably just be like running a recording studio. That's what I did for a living for a long time. But not music related at all. I don't know. I think I might like to like run a pizza shop.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna
Yeah.
say it. I want to have a pizza shop.
Yeah. You know, I love pizza, and it's like
Brick oven.
Brick oven. We've been making our own pizza lately, and it's really
He says
awesome.
we, but it's I have nothing to do with it.
Well,
fine.
well, she'll be like, I'll
I'm
take
just like, oh, careful, don't hurt yourself.
you know,
That's what I do.
she'll be like, I'll take one with mozzarella and tomatoes, and I'll be like, okay, cool, like, so that's the weed part. But
I order the food and he creates it.
yeah. But I feel like the last few that I've made have been really good.
Jason's a really good pizzaist.
Passus.
Passeuse. He's an extraordinary passeuse.
Yes, passus.
Okay, I lied. That was not the last question.
Oh, the encore! Encore! One more question.
For anyone out there that's making a band, what advice would you guys give them?
Oh, how
Just
long do you have?
Study what we did and do the opposite of that. Do whatever we did not do and don't do whatever we did do. Because because it's been like 12 years of labor, and there are a lot of people way further ahead than us right now. But we started out like with nothing, with literally nothing. I was dumpster diving to find stuff to make merch out of for our first shows, you know, for like the first year or so, just to have something to sell on the merch table, so that if I could turn $1 into $2, then it could become exponential. And so that's kind of what I did. But I mean, most people who are starting a band have a phone and a computer and somewhere to live besides a van to spring out of, you know, which I didn't. So I really don't have a lot of advice for people who are starting out like the normal way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're, you know, because I did it like I started out way lower than most people do. So my advice is pretty much just, but I think if I were to start a band now with, you know, $1,000 budget or whatever, get some cheap equipment, you know, go to the pawn shop, get something that makes a little noise, and start playing shows. Play shows. Even if you kind of suck, just get out there and play as many shows as you can and be on stage as much as you can. Because I feel like, you know, I kind of did that, and I don't think I was ready for the stage at my first show. I don't think I was ready. I didn't really know what I was doing yet. But it made me have to learn really quickly, because I had shows booked and I didn't want to embarrass myself. So, and I did. I embarrassed myself horribly. Oh god, the first show was a nightmare. Not for anyone else, but like just me. I was terrible, you know. But I kept going anyway, so like, why not? And I feel like the fact that I just had shows booked every night forced me to get on my game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people want to practice for a long time and get really good before they have something to show, but if you don't have like a lot of money backing you and stuff lined up and industry connections, you just got to get out there and play shows, man, as many as you can, and then and get your town to be your fan base, and then spiral out from there. And there are people that you can turn to for really good advice, like Martin Atkins has put out a couple of really good books on touring and gigging, which I've contributed to his books. Probably something terrible. I can't remember what I wrote, but it's probably the worst part of the book. Sorry, Martin. But you know, just don't dilly-dally. Time is very precious. Just get out there and play.
Okay,
That's
so,
what I think that someone should do if you know.
and I want to add to that.
And play
say,
what you want to play, not what you think other people want to hear.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But what I would say is, I think that coming from the perspective of a recording studio, I've noticed a lot of bands come in and record, and you know, my advice to a band starting out is to really pay attention to your audience. And if you're playing, if there's like one particular song that really resonates with your audience, put everything into that song, record it, make a really great version of that one song. You don't need to put, you know, you don't need to make like 12 songs and they're all kind of crappy, like, because you didn't have enough money to record them right. Take the one song, you'll get further with one really good catchy song than, you know, 12 kind of half-ass songs.
Yeah,
so,
that's a good point. Especially these days, it's all about the single right now. Anyway,
Yeah.
If you recorded one really great song and made a music video,
you need a video for it.
You can
Yeah.
shoot your video with that phone right there. You can
Yeah.
totally just do whatever. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be a fancy camera. It's like, I don't think that people even judge videos by production quality these days, because everybody's got a phenomenal camera, and so now it's just about the creativity. For me,
Yeah.
anyway, if I'm watching music videos, I don't care that it was shot on whatever. It's like, it's the content that is really.
But I do feel like you want to have a good recording that.
But the the music
Yeah.
part though, go ahead and put your money on that.
Yeah, and get just that one song and make it like put everything you can behind that one song, and then keep playing that song. Don't be like, oh, that was something we did 3 months ago. Like keep the one that everyone likes, keep doing that, and then
Yeah.
try out other ones until there's another song that people like, and then go for that one.
You know, and your music should be genuine and from the heart. And if it is, you're not going to get sick of that song. And a lot of times, a band goes in and they record a song, and by the time they're finished recording that song, they're so sick of that song, and they don't ever want to play it again. But maybe it wasn't coming from the right place, you know? Because I've played Committed.
Thousands.
That's his
Thousands
favorite song
of
by you
times.
guys.
Thank you. I love that song, you know, and it's one of my earliest songs. I've played it thousands of shows.
Are you guys
Let
playing it
alone,
tonight?
like three different recordings.
Chances are very good.
And
Magic 8 Ball says chances are high.
I'll just never get sick of playing that song. In
It's
the
a real
like
amazing song.
12, 13, I don't know. I wrote it a long time ago, and it's from the heart, so I don't get sick of it. And I think that says something. If I was writing it for anyone else but me, by now I'd be like, all right, I'm over, committed. Jeez, no. There's like 3 notes in the whole song. Come on, but it's fun, and it's something that is. You know, and it's funny too, because it doesn't mean exactly to me what it meant when I wrote it, because I'm in a different place in my life, and I'm a lot happier now, but it does mean a lot to me in different ways since I've grown with it, and so I still start every show with Committed. In fact, on this tour, a couple of shows were like, let's change it up, let's start it with a different song, and we did, and I was just like, let's go back to Committed.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling it as much. So I don't know. If you're writing your songs for yourself, I think that, like me personally, I gravitate towards songs that I feel that the artist is really truly all about, and that they wrote for themselves and not for anybody else, even if it's not a message that I agree with. Like, it's funny because there's a band back in Austin, back in the day when I was doing a lot of local shows, that we played with, like early on, and all of their songs were about like drinking and drugs and partying.
How original.
But you know what though? It sounds really cliche, but the way that they did it, it was real. Like, it was about their lives, and I felt so much different about their songs about drinking and drugs than I did about some other band that was just like, party band, we're just doing songs that we think everybody will relate with, because I felt the honesty from them, and I was a huge fan. And I'm like sober, no drugs, you know, I'm not like straight edge till you die, I don't push it on anybody, but it's but that band I truly appreciate it, because I felt like they were telling the stories of their own lives, and that it was for them, and that really resonated with me, because I feel like I can see through the fake crap so easily, because I've seen so many bands. And so, you know, it doesn't matter what you are writing about, if it's from the heart, I feel like that's going to connect with someone. If those guys could connect with me, you know, there's something going on with that. There's just that genuine, like, they were just real. They weren't doing it for applause, you know? They were doing it to express stuff that they really just needed to say, that they could only say in music.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think so. It's, and I always had a lot of respect for those guys. Still got some of their t-shirts, even though they're not even around anymore.
What band is it?
They were called Streetlight Susie.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Yeah, they were great. We used to be like brother-sister bands back in Austin.
Nice. Did you guys play with them?
A lot. They're one of the first bands that we played with a whole lot in Austin. So, but you know, I have huge respect for those guys still, and they were just like, I don't know. It's just like this pure punk thing that they had, that they weren't trying to be anything, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like they probably had a lot of influence on me, because we were kind of coming up together, and it was Wiley's old band.
Yeah.
Wiley Ross, who's,
He's gonna be doing some artwork for us soon. So.
yeah, he's an amazing painter, really amazing painter. In fact, he's really blown up in Austin. He's been doing the murals all over Austin.
He just did a really cool one of Willie Nelson.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. So he's been coloring up Austin like crazy, and it's, you know, and he's the songwriter in that band. That used to be his band, and he's just so pure, like honesty, like as a person even. He's just honesty and he's just not holding anything back, and he's what he does, and when he paints, he's expressing his own life, and I feel like that with his music as well.
Yeah.
And so that's why I have a lot of respect for him, because he's the real deal, and that's what I look up to. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you could ever find any old Streetlight Susie recordings, I love those guys.
I'll go look them up on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know what all of them are doing now. I know Wiley is like full-time painter now, and he's just doing amazing things with his artwork and changing people's lives with that. But the rest of them are really great too. I hope they're all in bands. I don't know. Really great guys. Just like pure rock and roll, you know.
Yeah.
And I love that, like the southern grunge. Like there's this like southern sound that was happening in Austin, that it's like Butthole Surfers, like this, just like, it's a really beautiful thing. I think it's some really great music that comes out of there. Everything's got this like twang to it, makes it just that much more awesome.
Thanks for the interview. That
Thank
was
you.
awesome.
Yeah,
Good job on the
thank
camera.
you. Can you send it to us?
Of course.